I have a little friend with me. Very, very impatient because I got her new cheats. And they're all stuck together. There we go. So if you can have a cheat. There we go. How I bribe her to be on my streams. No, you only get one. One for now. Anyway, good morning. I wasn't gonna stream today, but I am. Because I didn't stream yesterday. I started wanting to stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And that immediately went out the window just because stuff happening this week. And so I've got the house kind of to myself today, so I figured I'll do a little stream. I feel like being productive anyways, so that's what I'm gonna do. I really, really wanted to finish up the Squishmallows last stream, but I got distracted with some other things. And so I've got 2 more cats that I want to do to like finish the set. The ones that we did at the end of the last stream was Camet. She's really cute. I do like her color scheme. And then I've also got these 2 up here. I know this one's named Brielle. Oh, and this one's named Treasure, apparently. So yeah, I gotta do 2 more. And I was originally thinking I could do... There's a squishmallow that's on the wiki, which is named Erica. And I was like, she's really cute. She's like a tie-dye with like some stars. And then I started trying to find some more images of her, and there's literally no other images of Erica. So I don't know what her deal is. But I was thinking maybe I won't do her then. Because this is like no other images. I don't know. I don't know. So instead I was thinking of doing, is her name Kessler? Which, that's like the image, the original image. On the wiki, which I thought was pretty cute, but then there's also an alternative form for her which I think will work better with like the smaller like texture size. It's like these little daisies instead of like the tiny little flowers. I'm thinking I might start off with her. Yeah, today's just gonna be a productive stream, I think. Or at least I've been putting off a bunch of work so that way I can like not get too far ahead and I have some stuff to do on stream. But then that means I don't do anything. Like I never do anything productive. Alright, what I'm doing is I'm just setting up like a new texture. So I just duplicated this other squishmallow here, so it's gonna have the texture of this squishmallow. So I've gotta copy it so that way I have a base for a new one and give it a new one and then paste in that material so it looks the exact same for now. But this means that I can delete out the images without affecting the other one that I duplicated. You doing, Sophie? She reached out for, I've got a couple of squishmallows behind her and she just reached out for them. I want to make a new texture, that's what I want. And I'll be making these all 512 by 512. And I'll just link it into here as well. I have mentioned this before, but this is just the emission here that I'm just plugging the texture into the emission to get like this flat shading here. And it's not affected by the world lighting. I'll do though is I'll bring this image here. I'll make blender a tiny bit smaller. There we go. And then should also bring up, I keep forgetting to put on, not that I'm gonna do a lot of like shortcuts today. It's mostly just gonna be texture painting and stuff. But what I can do is I can shift H. Like H hides what you selected, right? But shift H will hide everything other than what you selected. I found that out by accident once and I use it all the time now. I always like to go for like a off-white creamy kind of base. I feel like it's a good color. Oh, okay. Both of these, oh, this isn't even the right model. Okay, this cat, I have two different cat models. There's like this one with the curled ears. And then these ones are like the older ones that just have the flat ears. So this isn't even the right one. I have to do the flat ears. Oh, what I can do is I can just reassign I've already made the material. Deleting a model doesn't get rid of a material, so I can just put on the material that I did have. And I'll bring this back to the middle of the scene. And I originally noticed that it was off because I was like, oh, the ears are two different colors, right? We've got one that's plain blue and one that's got the flowers on it, which the other model isn't set up for. I think I've only done it like specifically for one or two of the other model. But this one is, I've set it up so that way the ears are all separate, so. Saw a bird outside my window. Make it a little bit more green. Maybe a little bit too green, tiny bit more blue. Yeah, that'll do, I think. And I'll do the other one. And then I think I'll just do like the base outline of the color. What am I looking for? Stabilize. Patch down here. I always make this bit like way too big, this patch, but They're also all completely different. Like I've just drawn it in manually for each of the model, but like this kind of pattern is like a calico pattern. They use it in a few of the models that I've made. Few of the different designs, sorry, that I've made. And so they're all going to be different, but that's okay. It adds character. And because this ear is in the way, like you can see that I can't like paint underneath it. So if I do hide it out in edit mode, I can go back and it's also hidden in the texture paint if you've got this enabled. And then I can just Alt H to bring it back. This tail isn't unwrapped properly. So I'm just gonna unwrap it from the view so it's like very simple, but it's gonna be enough at least. Put it in here. Because the calicos, they always have like the base color and then like their accent color is on the tip. So I'm just going to assume that she's the same. Make sure that seam is properly colored in. Like I can see just a couple of pixels there weren't blue, but that's okay. Now they are. Wondering if white was too bright. Maybe a tiny bit, maybe I'll make it a tiny bit darker. But like it's a definite difference to like her base color is the thing. So going to do some like kind of on the border here, and then I'm just going to color back over it. Just that way they don't look so isolated and they look like they're actually part of the design. And then they got like little orange yellow centers on them. A little bit too bright. Much better. I don't know if you're actually going to see the middle of those ones, but okay, and then I just got to copy that over to the ear as well. Make it a little bit more round looking and not so square. Very awkward doing it on the edge here. But I just need something. Something up there. I feel like I need something up here too, but there's like not enough space. I'll make it work. Totally. Alright, that will do. We get the point. I'll turn the symmetry back on so that way I can do the face. I always start with the nose. I don't know why I did black for the eyes. Here we go. Now I'll save out the image into the right folder and save the file. I don't even have Clip Studio Paint open. Don't know why my brain wasn't working for a second there, and I didn't even click on the right one. They're a little bit close together. Alright, that's good enough. Squishmallow. Enable all these ones just for fun. Last one. I don't know who I'm gonna do though. Okay. So I'm thinking Erica is really cute. So I might just do her anyway, even though there's only one picture of her that exists on the internet. I did see one briefly, this one as well. That's like the only other image that I could find of her. Like, that's it. So she exists. Just either not very popular or just like really rare maybe. But she has the curled ears, so oh, Blender's gonna crash, I think. No? Oh, no, I just didn't. I didn't make the new slot for the texture that I was trying to paste in. Alright. For this one, I have a bit of a plan. I'm gonna start off with like the same like creamy kind of base. And then I'm just gonna export that out as is to start with. Okay. And then in Clip Studio is where I'm going to do I'm just trying to think what would be the best way to actually do the tie-dye. I think like one of these. Oh, I used the pencil brush before. Yeah. So doing this as like really rough tie-dye splotches. Like a little bit of like a darker red in here too. Just a little bit. And then there's like two different blues. There's like a light blue that like comes through here. Again, this doesn't need to be exact at all. It just helps me with like seeing all the colors and stuff. That's like the light blue, but then there's like a really deep dark blue as well that goes through. And then there's also a green, and then there's like a little bit of a purple as well. Although where the blue and the red kind of mix, it makes as a purple, but we'll put some extra in there too. And I'll add a Gaussian blur to this. Kind of strength is pretty good. And I'm just gonna be lazy, copy it to the back, copy it to the ear. And then also over the top, I want to add those stars. It's like some of the stars look like they're kind of green, but that's kind of ugly, I'm gonna be honest. So slightly bigger stars. And these, for some reason, aren't very opaque either. So I'm just going to duplicate that layer a couple of times, so that way they brighten up. While adding a few back in that are a little bit paler. Okay, I think that'll do as a base. Alright, and then if we go back into Blender and then we just image reload, there we go! That turned out a little bit better than I thought it would. Alright, I'll make her belly and the middle of her ears a nice bright white. Not like white, but you get what I mean. There we go. Oh, that line is a bit harsh. Okay. I might try blend that out a little bit. Okay, that actually worked out really well. Okay. Should probably do the same for the ears as well. Should have done that before I did the inner ear part, but that's fine. Make it work. Even if there's still like a divide between the colors, it's at least like a little bit softer. Alright, I think that looks a lot better. Go back to doing the belly. Hi, T.I.T.S. How are you going today? Working on the very last squishmallow. That's just some dust that's on my screen. Nice. Very squishy, yeah. And I'm doing okay. I'm a little bit tired. I did technically kind of just wake up, but I'm doing good. Today, it's a productive day today. I've been putting off some stuff. I want to get get stuff done. I can be company for now while I get stuff done. Oh, you're gonna get some stuff done too. You being productive as well. That's kind of how I keep myself accountable as well. I usually watch other people do productive streams and then it's like, alright, time for me to be productive. I don't know what's up with those eyes, but it's not it. Maybe they're too far apart. Wait, I said that? You're doing something, but you're not being productive. I see, I see. That's all good. I just assumed. You don't have to be productive. No, the eyes, they're staying. I can't get them right. Just something off about them, and I don't know what. My hands are just, they're not making it work. You have something? Oh, I didn't blend out that line. Not perfect, but it still works. Who's the imposter? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. I think I made this cat's forehead too big. I don't know what you mean by who's the imposter. Oh, does this cat not have stripes on the side? Okay. That's all good. This dude's done then, I guess. I definitely made the face a bit too low. Bit too far apart. Bit too late for that now. I am really confused right now. Yeah, it's so squishable. It's just not right, but that's okay. What I could probably do... Yeah, import image. You're aiming for confusion, okay. Well, mission success for you then. Thinking I could cut all the pieces out of here and try and... Who killed Noob69? Yeah, as in noob as in, who as in the name of a person. The person is named who. Right? It's a play on words. I'm assuming. All I can think of is Among Us. Yeah, I get it, but I'm still confused. Very random. Or is that what you've got for me? You've got jokes for me. Is that what you mean? That was a joke. I see, I see. Well... Don't quit your day job. I'm sorry. Maybe I need to be a little bit more awake before you start giving me jokes. I do have an energy drink, I just haven't had any yet. Because I just had a coffee too, so... Not that coffee does anything for me, but... Yeah, I guess. I don't think it ever kicks in, eh? Okay, this is probably cleaned up enough so that way you're not gonna notice anything is different. Yeah, but it'd be an achievement if I were to drink water, you know, because I don't do a lot of that. Oh, okay. I accidentally got rid of everything else and I've overwritten the image, so I'm gonna have to do all that again. Look, I don't have water here either. Drinking water in the morning is just weird. It tastes weird. I don't want to do all this again. Okay. I will drink energy drink though. I'll do that. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I've just never done it. It's just every time I try and drink water in the morning, it's just weird. I don't know if it's just because it's like I've had breakfast and water after eating is just tastes weird, or... To be fair, I only have energy drinks when I stream. They're not my usual drink of choice. But it is one of those little bonuses that if I stream I get to have an energy drink kind of thing. What I'm pretty much doing, which is what I had already done and then I just was a dumbass and overwrote the file, just blending out these seam lines between it. Not so that way it's perfect, but so that way it's just a little, not just a sharp line between them. And the texture isn't mirrored either, so it's going to be doing something like different on the other side. It's still going to be blending it, but like it's not the same on the other side. So it's not gonna. It's better at a distance than what it was. It's not perfect, but still okay. This one's a good one, and I've told it many times, and trust me, you'll get it. Okay. All right. Throw it at me. Do your worst. This song is like really slow and really sad though. I'm not a fan. Wait, does this just loop? I swear I've heard this song in here before. Knock knock, who's there? Mipes. Mipes who? Trying to figure out what you're gonna say before you say it, but nothing's coming to mind. Does that even make sense? Mipes balls in your mouth? I thought you said it was a good one. Did you die? You died of how terrible that joke was? Listen, I laugh at my own jokes. It doesn't mean that I'm funny. Trust me, everyone I know says that. Alright, I'm done with the squishmallow. I'm saving it so that way I don't lose it. The face looks better. I'm done. I didn't even rename this dude. The name is Erica. And then if I bring back all the others, we have a full set. I don't know why I decided on doing 21. It just laid out in a nice square this way. And this is arguably the most colourful squishmallow in there too. Wait, I didn't save it to a JPEG. Ah! We'll change this to JPEG. And then this one to be the JPEG. Alright, and now we're good to export it. Okay. Hiya papaya! Hey Nendo! How you doing? Beans! Are you saying the squishmallows are beans? Or are you talking about these beans? Oh, I can't angle them up properly. There we go. Look at the beans! Sorry, Sophie. Look, I'll give you a treat for putting up with me. They are beans! Yes, Sophie has beans. Sophie has very impatient. Yeah, just impatient. I think she loves these. I got her some new treats and they're literally just like dried chicken. What are they? Yeah, they're just like a dried jelly chicken thing. And I think she loves them. Safe to say. Although she'd probably love any food you put in front of her. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna import the 2 that I've done today, which is... Can't see it. I'm literally... Oh, you can't see it. Oh, it doesn't show up. Oop. This is my file. I'm literally... It's just selecting files. So I did... What was their names again? Erica and... Kessler. Whatever. Yeah, banana for scale. How very Reddit of them. There is... The texture compression isn't great, but also there's such a small detail kind of thing. Yeah, we've got Erica, and then we got Kessler. So cute! Okay. Should I enable all of them now? So there should be... What's 21 plus 10? Quick guys, quick math. Why have I got 32 in here? Oh, because I have a special one in here, that's why. All of them, yes. And just for fun, let's throw 5 of them at a time, because why not? Basically, okay, we got these 21, the 21 cats. What plus what again? 21 plus 10, quick, go. So it's 21 cats, plus... all of these guys. What happened to your texture? Oh, that's the base, never mind. Plus, there's actually 11 here. I only put 10 in the set. Hey T! You're lurking again. Also yes, I did know that it was 31, but yeah. So, forget about this guy here. These 10 here are in the set that I put on Ko-Fi that you can buy for $2 if you're interested. I didn't include this one because this is Aziza. Let me change. So this is Aziza. This was, I did a community thing. You know how you can pool, you can all pool channel points as like a community towards like a goal. This was for that. So it was like for a squishmallow. And I was going to do another one as well, but I keep forgetting. Basically I was going to do a new chat squishmallow, and at the end, like once the goal was reached, everyone voted on what they wanted it to be. And one of the people in my community, it sounds weird to say that, but Ali, their squishmallows, they had an Aziza squishmallow, and one of their dogs may have tried to destroy it, and so Aziza now has a little flippy fin. So this was kind of a more like a little special thing that it felt weird to put in, so I didn't. But these are all the squishmallows. You want all of them? I mean, you can buy all of them if you wish. Unless you've been in real life. This would be an expensive collection. But basically, yeah, I put the first little set on Ko-Fi. It's $2 if you want it. And then I was thinking all of these cats as well for like either $3 or $5 or something. Because there's so many of them. But this is probably all of the squishmallows that I'll do for a while. I think I need a break. But I have been working on some other stuff too. For anyone who wasn't here yesterday, not yesterday, day before, ignore this dude for now. I made the little carbuncles from Final Fantasy 14. To these little guys, you can throw them at me too. But then also from Final Fantasy, the franchise as a whole, I did this little cactus dude. He's very dull actually compared to the others. But these guys, they glow. Like they do actually glow, that's their thing, so. What if... It does seem a bit dull. So maybe I'll just bring it up a little bit. Which means I'm gonna have to export it again. I should just be able to image reload. Nope. Because it's not using, it is using the JPEG because I haven't selected the JPEG here. And then image reload, yeah. It's a bit better. I didn't think it looked too bad with, I'll show you in a second. And when I say a second, I mean a little bit more than a second, but just wait. It didn't look too bad mixed in with those guys, so. But it's just, it's mostly carbuncles. And the occasional cactus that gets thrown in. 34 years, but then I thought that'll be too long. 34 years is a long time. Longer than my life so far, Jesus. It's a long time. Okay, now that I'm done with the cat squishmallows, I was also considering, okay, now that I've done cat squishmallows, should I do a set of dog squishmallows too? Maybe not today, at least, but I will consider doing a set of like 21 dogs as well. Ooh, what is up with that? That looks stained. It looks like it's got stains on him. What? I don't think that's a good look. Okay, it looks kind of better. I mean, that's not so... Why did they choose that image? That's like the worst image they could have picked. That at least looks better. Alright, so there's 96 dogs. That is a lot of dogs that I can pick from. That doesn't look like a dog. Wait. It's a dog. It's a hairless dog. Or at least looks hairless. Yeah, it's a hairless dog. Okay, I feel really bad now. Borb and Nog squishmallows. I could do borbs too. Some burbs. I'm probably not going to do more squishmallows today. Like I said, I need a break, but I'll decide what I'm going to do next. I'm probably going to work on some more rats today. Is the other set that I want to complete. Yeah, there's a lot of dogs that I can do. And like the dogs at least are all gonna be like really unique as well. Like cats, I had 2 different models. Oh, I don't even have it open anymore. I got 2 different models for the cats. We got the ones with like the curled ears and ones with like the flat ears. But at least the dogs will be all like very unique. Oh, she's a pink Shiba Inu. That's so cute. Yeah, maybe we'll do a set of dogs. Rats will take over the world. Totally. Although, okay, I need to check something. I'll do it over on my other screen. Hi, Veggie Man. How you doing? Okay. I did write up a bit of a message, kind of like explaining stuff for Mimi, and her response was, "Thank you." So I'm just gonna continue. You looked at some places today? Oh, because you're moving, yeah. Hope you found some good places. You just reminded me I had to send an email. Maybe I'll do that real quick. Maybe. I should have done this yesterday, but I didn't. But yeah, it's about because we are also looking to move, and so I should do that while I still can. I've already got it typed up and everything. I just need to send it and change a couple of little things. You did? That's good. That's good. Yeah, consider this like a normal break. Get up, take a stretch, get like a little bit of a screen break and do what you have to do. Grab some water, grab some food and whatever, and I'll get up and stretch and send an email, and I will be back in like 3 to 5 minutes roughly. Sorry. I don't actually know how long I was, but I'm back. I pretty much just read through this email like 3 or 4 times. Because that's what I do. I overthink sending emails and stuff. And then got upstretched and then wanted to get back to work, so here I am. I am just thinking about who to do next. I don't want to leave people out, but I feel like it's... There's 35 rats here. That is a lot of rats. I don't think I can include everyone. I don't want to leave people out, but... I'm just gonna do the ones that I recognize from Mimi's chat. Most often. Okay, and then I also did have an idea. So, these are just the special rats. But these are like the regular rats, right? 2, 4, 6, I got 8 of them. I was thinking I could do some more. Possibly of just like normal rats. And then I could put those up for people that were interested as well. I think I got most of like the main colors of rat. Unless I do like a naked rat too. Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh wait, and that one's specific to Mimi, so I wouldn't include that one. Oh, naked rats are so ugly. They're so ugly. I hate it. Right, okay. Are they even like... Or wait, should I be typing in a hairless rat? That's probably more of what I want. Yeah, that's more what I want. Never mind, that was specifically a naked mole rat. The naked rats aren't too bad. They're just weird little ball sack looking things anyway. Oh, we gotta change Squishmallow into Miles. Let me do that manually because apparently it doesn't work. There we go. Then we're gonna make sure the T.T.S is gonna work.
This is a test.
There we go. Alright. Just adjusting the colors a little bit here to make like a base texture. Because it's gonna be pretty seamless, and apparently I didn't save the one where I did all of the changes to it. But that's to be expected, isn't it? I'm just very bad at saving my raw files. Okay, that is pretty close. That is pretty darn close between this color and this color. I can see that there's a difference. You probably can't see that there's much of a difference on the screen, but there is, and it's not much. I'm trying to get like a slightly darker color, but it seems to be like really dark. Alright, that'll have to do. Alright, that is going to be the base for my little naked rat. Alright, and just line it up with the grid again. I just realized my shortcuts are hiding again. Did we really expect anything else? Alright, and then we'll copy the material here. So that way I can paste in a new one with the same values, but still keep the original one. They are honestly so ridiculous. Oh my gosh. A slightly darker color for all the folds, and I'm thinking I'm definitely going to be blending these out a bit more. So don't stress. I'll blend them out, don't worry. I don't really know how to best do this, but yeah, just a bunch of wrinkles in all of these creases here. So I'm up the back here, I guess. Oh, maybe. There would be like folds of skin here, but like also this is like a really simplified, like there's not a lot of detail here. There's no like separated legs or anything. So I think we'll be fine. I kind of once I started doing like these curved little wrinkles here, it started looking like really good. Like just that way they weren't all like straight. Kind of like really wrinkly in the corners of the face here. Oh my gosh. I should put. I'm not really looking at any specific reference image here. Just kind of everything here. Alright, but then I also want to go in with a lighter color as well. Yeah, that looks like it'll be good. Really hoping the birds outside aren't picking up on my mic. I don't think they are, but if they do, that's the reason why, because there's birds outside. I live in Australia, you get used to it. Bit bare on the back now, I think. Oh, they got some stripes like a little above the tail and going over. Okay, that helps. Like... Gotta go... Yeah, kind of. This is where the perfectionist in me keeps coming out. Things that don't matter. Old man rat, yeah. He's so wrinkly. Can make it even more like an old man. I'll do like wrinkles above the eyes. Oh, forehead wrinkles! That'll make him look like an old man. There we go. Burbs. Oh, you hear the birds. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know why I'm apologizing for there being birds outside, but... It is what it is. I didn't save the image before I tried to import it, did I? No, I did. Why was it not coming out? There we go. That was weird. Alright, and now this is where I'm gonna blend out all those little wrinkles. It would have been easier to just paint them in Clip Studio to begin with, but then you don't get like... I don't understand where all of these contours are. So that's why I like to do it on the 3D model first. You like burbs? That's good. Probably gonna be hearing a lot more of them. I like burbs when they're not waking me up. They're not being annoying. Which is honestly a lot. We're gonna be here a while, guys. Just blending out these wrinkles. Just giving him a facelift.
Ice cold water.
Veggieman. I should have known that you would make me drink water. Yep. Water. Definitely water. Definitely water. Not Monster. Definitely water.
Ice cold water.
Here's the thing, is I have to get up and go get some water. So, I'm gonna have to go do that. This actually, okay, I looked at this when it was like kind of smaller on my other screen through OBS. I actually really like it when it's blended out like that. I think it's looking a lot better. Okay, I'm gonna save that before I lose any of it. And then enjoy. Alright, well, I'll be back in like a minute then, okay? The things that I do just to make you guys happy. Black. Water tastes gross after drinking Monster. But I am. I drank extra because you redeemed it twice, so you're welcome. One day I'm just gonna get rid of the water redeem. And then there's nothing you can do about it. I do appreciate it, I promise. I just you know by now I'm not much of a water drinker. And like when I stream especially, I like having Monster because it wakes me up more than my coffee does. Like I'm a lot more awake now than I was like half hour ago when I just drunk coffee, so should have switched up the music as well while I went on break. Stuff's too chill.
Bella, where have you been, Loga?
Where have I been? I've been around. Hey, Sid! Where have you been? No, I did. I mean, I did have, I think almost 2 months off of streaming. I was busy, but I'm back. I'm back. I don't have a job anymore, which isn't okay. It's not like oh, I got fired from my job or anything. It was a temporary job. And so now I am kind of free of that and I get to do more stuff. Yeah, I don't know if I asked you, how you been? I don't know why my jaw hurts now. It's from all that water that I've been drinking. Definitely not that I clench my jaw out of anxiety. Doing mass amount of tabletop RPG stuff, Vampire the Masquerade, and also currently re-entering my cringe era. I see. Fair enough. You know, do what makes your heart happy in terms of the cringe stuff. But the tabletop stuff is fun. I remember now that you were talking about that. You know, I've been wanting to get into playing D&D lately again. I feel like I'm missing out. But that's good. That's good. I'm just trying to think. This is why I want to move as well. My street is so noisy and loud. Finished campaign with a group of friends, now I'm busy writing up my own. Oh, that's so exciting! Making up your own campaign. Have you made your own campaign before? Also, hi Possum! Good afternoon, how you doing? But yeah, kind of on that note, I've never been much of a roleplay person. But I have been playing a lot of Final Fantasy lately and it makes me want to play D&D again. Oh, that's what else I was gonna say. Sid, you were watching me because I was making Sims custom content, is that correct? Oh, that's right, your birthday's tomorrow! Oh my god! Happy birthday, Possum! Well, early happy birthday, but I won't be streaming tomorrow. And I can't guarantee I'm gonna remember between now and then to say happy birthday. I'm terrible with remembering things. I have subsequently, not subsequently, simultaneously a really good obscure memory and then a really shit short-term memory. So it do be like that. Sim stuff, yes. Gonna be the first campaign I'm DMing for so far. I've almost finished an NPC lineup. I just need to get plus stuff sorted and some encounter stats done up. That's exciting though. I always admire people who can DM and make up stories and stuff and just world build and create such an experience for people. Like, that stuff is appreciated. It really is. Like, I would be so out of my element. I would not be able to do that, is the thing. Like, I'm terrible with that kind of thing. So I really appreciate that there's other people that are good at it and really enjoy it and just are very passionate about it. But yeah, in terms of sim stuff, I don't know if there's gonna be any more of that. Maybe. I'm kind of... This is not sim stuff at all, what I'm doing. I'm doing some VTuber stuff lately, so we'll see what happens. I hope you'll still stick around. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know yet. Specifically, what I'm making right now is a naked rat. And yeah, this soundtrack is definitely looping. Alright. Oh, that's not even the right. Isn't even in the right window. That's fine. I wonder if I could play Minecraft music. I'm not playing Minecraft music, but Minecraft is so nostalgic. I want to play Minecraft again. Including a little side plot involving the Camarilla Prince and his bodyguard slash hide muscle slash major crush as a treat. I get to have two ancient warriors fall in love, fall for each other as a treat. Or something like that, as long as you're having fun doing what you're doing, that's all that matters. I am having so much more fun with what I'm doing. It's like, that's kind of why I took a break as well, as kind of like finding myself again. I got so burnt out with sim stuff. But I'm back, I'm still making stuff, I'm just doing stuff that's more in line with what I have fun with. Yeah. Sorry, Veggieman, not Minecraft music, I'm sorry. I'll consider it for the next stream though. Dude has so many wrinkles, oh my gosh. Why did I do it like this? I'm hoping it'll at least pay off. Actually, that's all. Okay. Yeah, you get Animal Crossing music instead. Alright, so this was the really rough, really rough, right? And then if I reload it, that actually looks really good. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that. Is a naked rat. But I also need to save it as a JPEG, don't I? And make sure it uses the JPEG. They are so friend-shaped. I'll show you all the others that I've done as well. There's a story behind them, I guess. Not like a creative story or anything, but there's reasonings and stuff for them, so. So many naked rats. Alright, I'm gonna enable all of them though. Basically, the rats I made for Mimi, for her, that's the whole reason I have this program right now. Like, I've been wanting it for a while, but this was finally the push that I needed to actually download it and test it out. These are like all of the main rats for now. Okay. Just our basic colored rats. But then... Oh, don't move that one there. That one can stay there. We've also got these rats, which are... these. So Mimi made a bunch of her viewers and community into little rats for her subathon that she had somewhat recently, and so this started as a gift for her, and then I am now doing a bunch of the subathon ratties, which I think are adorable. And they're fun to make. Oh, the next one I was gonna do was Darren. Pretty much just, like I said, like very somewhat earlier, is like I feel bad possibly leaving people out, but there is a lot of rats here and I can't do absolutely everyone, so I'm just doing like a lot of the people that I recognize and who have cute rats. What am I naming the files? I forget. And are they just 512? Yes, 512 by 512. Actually, I start the texture in here. I don't know what I'm doing. That's why I don't need to remember what file size it is, because hey! A carbuncles! I've also done Final Fantasy stuff because someone from the last stream suggested carbuncles from Final Fantasy, and I've been obsessed with Final Fantasy lately, so That's the reason for them. What is this song? Okay, now can I print screen? I can. Alright, just a color pick to get a base. And then the tail, it's kind of like a browny kind of color. I'm pretty sure he's like a little army rat. Possibly. I'm gonna do like a slightly more pink for inside the ears. And I'll do the same brownish color for the actual outside of the ears. And then that will be good enough as a base. No, okay. There we go. I had a feeling I was going to miss some on the ears, but it's at least a good start. The bad for one of the player characters in the campaign. He's a Nosferatu, and he's got the name Trenchfoot. The world has not been kind to— I have no idea. Is that in English? I don't know what any of that means. I'm sorry. I don't know if that's D&D talk or what, but I am very unfamiliar. What I'm doing is I'm selecting out the faces that I definitely 100% want to be colored, because then it's going to mask them out when I go into texture paint, and I can just fill bucket, and look at that, it colors them in. Amazing. I'll just clean it up a little bit. That's about all the cleaning up it needs. Do like a tiny bit, couple of little pixels. There we go. He's got different colored ears, and I do realize there's like a little patch over one eye, which I'm not going to be able to do. Purely because to get the most amount of texture space as possible, I like mirrored the texture. So I can't have a unique texture for each side of like one side to the other side. Which is a little bit unfortunate, but it means that I can fit more details in. And the little nose is the same color as the eyes. And we gotta do little blushies, which are like the same color as the inner ear. I will make them a little bit brighter though. A little bit redder, a little bit brighter. Just like that. There's some little shinies. You're not even really gonna see that detail, but that's okay. I'm okay with doing more detail because it makes me happy. Alright, let's make a little hat. I'm just gonna add a cylinder, but like a really low detail cylinder. Maybe 10 faces. Does that fit? Oh, that does not fit between the ears. And I'm gonna add like a little loop in here so that way it creates these front faces that I will extrude the cap out from. Like that. I mean, it's really simple, but it works. I'll bring this one up a little. Maybe round it off a tiny bit so that way it's not quite so sharp. And I'll add in another cylinder too. Again, 10 faces is probably going to work for this, but what I have in mind is deleting out the top and the bottom face to leave me with a ring, which I'll put around as like a little necklace. Scale it in on the X a little. I will fix up all the little individual bits. Well, because yeah, it's not like a perfect circle, of course, so I'll just manually fix up these bits, and then this bit here needs to be up a little, and I've got symmetry on here. Oh gosh, you can't even see it. Symmetry up the top here, which is just gonna like obviously affect. I'm only moving this one side here, but it's doing like the perfect same thing on the other side. Gosh, words are hard today. Alright, and then on the end, I'll just have a very simple I might do it a little bit 3D because I was thinking of just having, I could just get away with just a simple plane. Like a flat side, like a perfectly flat, like not a 3D, essentially piece. But I was thinking I might make this one a little bit 3D. I'll get away with like the necklace, like the chain part. I keep saying a necklace. I know it's supposed to be like a dog tag, but that's just the easiest word for me. Alright, I'll unwrap the hat first as well. I'll separate out the brim from like the main part of the hat, which should just unwrap very easily now. If I select by seam and just unwrap it, yeah, that's pretty good. And then the brim part I know won't extrude out very easy as is because we got like a bottom part here and a top part. But if I just separate out this front top bit into two separate pieces like that. And then let's select the rat as well and try and find a space in here. It's probably only really the top part here that I need the most amount of texture space in, which again won't be a lot, but I'll see what I can get away with. I just don't have a lot of extra space for accessories and stuff, unfortunately. But I wanted the most amount of space to be for the rats themselves. Then the dog tag, I might not honestly unwrap any detail into this. I'll probably just make it a plain silver. So I'll just like scale it down to like a very, very small amount because it doesn't matter to me. This dog tag part, on the other hand, I'm just going to do a simple unwrap from view. So that means the front and the back is going to be the same because it's like unwrapping exactly what you see here. These side pieces don't have any like dimension to them on the UV, so they're just going to take up what's on this edge here, which is fine to me. It's just a very simple unwrapping. I'm probably not explaining it very well either, but I'm trying my best. Your friend's here? Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you have a good day tomorrow too. Thanks for popping in still. I feel special that you decided to do that. Now that I've got this all unwrapped though, what I will do is not have it so symmetrical. I'll have it like off to the side, rotate it a little. I love these little rats. They bring me so much joy. I'm going to shade them smooth as well, and then just join them in with the base rat, and they're automatically going to take on that texture. I could just manually assign the texture too, but I want them all as one piece anyways. Alright, and then we're going to go with like a darker green, a darker, more greeny green. The hat, that was actually a good starting point, maybe a little bit darker. I'll see if I can add like a little bit, like just a little tiny bit of texture detail into it. You know what I should do as well is actually just mask out the rat so it's easier to see. Wow, it's a lo-fi version of the 2 p.m. soundtrack that everyone hates. It's just so aggressive. If you've played Animal Crossing, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You like it? You like this version, or you like the normal 2 p.m. version? This one, yeah. Because it's like just less aggressive is the only way that I can put it. Like, it's like I never really had anything too much against the soundtrack, but like after hearing that like everyone hates it, it's like, yeah, I kind of do too. Right, and then I'll color in the dog tag parts in silver. For this bit, I'm gonna do a lighter silver here. Now I'm not being too careful about it. And then we'll go back to the darker silver and we'll do a heart. Such a cute little detail that there's like a heart on everyone's designs somehow. Cool! You're playing The Last of Us? I see. Is that because of the new show that came out? I've heard it's really good. Alright, let's give this a save and then we'll export. Oh, I need to go let Sophie out. Give me 2 seconds. There you go, you can leave. Goodbye. There we go. I have the door to my room closed today because it's hot as hell, but Marlo is sleeping. And so this way, I'm not too noisy. My chair, however, I apologize for this every day, but my chair is so loud and squeaky. I still need to do something about it. Ah, I didn't save it as a JPEG image. I also didn't just say, oh, I forgot to save the image here. Oops. Alright, there we go. Alright, now we'll save this as a JPEG. You've watched the show as well? Marlo's trying to get me to watch it, but I don't know, I just don't really have an interest in it. I don't know, I never really had an interest. I hate zombies. They creep me out, so... Alright, take 2. There we go. We got a little army rat in the mix. I know you guys probably don't know like half of the people that these rats are based on, but I'm still making this for Mimi. I'm gonna do Midgard now. So, gosh, I'm tired. What if I go from Shiro's rat being all like a fluffy rat? Get rid of all this stuff that I don't need. I'm going to use this as a base because I don't want to do all the fluffiness again. Oh, wrong one. Put it under that one. Yeah, so we still get the pink layers are separate. Maybe, we'll see. Shift it to be a more reddish hue. Or maybe it was really red, it just needed to be more saturated. Yeah, and I'll do the pink bit separate. Just trying to choose a good color. There we go. I think that's okay. Then I gotta redo the eyes and everything. Just realized I put whiskers on Darren's model, didn't I? I did. Oops. I've been avoiding doing whiskers just because Mimi didn't do any whiskers, but that's okay. That's okay. There, I can have whiskers now. Alright, make sure we do a good save, and then we'll bring our base back. Actually, let's put Darren over with the others. then for our base, we will duplicate that out. I also need to get rid of the texture on the base, but that's fine. Then we change it to this one. There's some things that I do need to change up, of course. I'm going to get rid of the eyes and the blushies, and I'm just going to repaint them. The nose as well is like a darker color, so... The nose is the same color as the eyebrows. He has eyebrows. I think that's such a cute little detail. And then blushies. Can't forget the plushies. Hoping the eyes are gonna look less stunned when I put some glasses on. I hope. Maybe I just need to move them away from the eyebrows. I don't want to redo the blushies though, I was actually really happy with it. I think it's a little better. A little bit. What I'm gonna do is I've done glasses on 2 different models already. I'm gonna take the glasses from Nando's rat here. And bring them all the way over here. Went a little bit wonky along the way, but just fix them up. very wonky in some places. Very weird putting glasses on a rat. Not saying it's weird to put glasses on a rat, but like fitting them over the rat's face is just a little bit awkward. Like, look at that nose bridge. Make them a bit thinner as well. All right. I gotta do a leaf. Gotta do a little leaf. I'm thinking easiest way is probably just gonna be to make it out of a plane. Put a line down the middle because that's where like the stem would go. And I'll make a series of like cuts along here. I could just put the number of cuts up like that. And then from each of these sides, I'm going to extrude out and then I really should have just mirrored it so that way I wouldn't have to do it twice. But hey, it makes it more organic, right? It's totally what I was going for with this. There we go, a little leaf shape. And then with this bottom bit here, I'm just going to use the knife to add in another little bit here so that way I can have a face to extrude out from. And I'll do a couple of loops that way that I can. I'm gonna set my 3D cursor to this middle point here, cursor to selected. And then if I grab all the way up this end here, and from the 3D cursor, rotate. See? It adds like a curve to it. Easy peasy. This little leaf is just gonna sit over his head. I love this. Let's make it a really big leaf, if I can get away with that. Oh, that size is probably actually good. And then if I unwrap it now, that will give me like just the flat projection of it, because what I also want to do is I want to take the whole thing and extrude it down to give it some depth. I love it! Just a little goofy rat. I'm going to select everything so that way I can now fit it in here somewhere. The glasses, I don't add any detail to the glasses. Although, oh, I think his glasses have a little bandage on it. Oh, I missed that part. That's okay. I can just extrude this up, extrude this down. He's so cute. Okay. And because I have this all like scaled down to nothing, like this is the glasses here. It's like, it's designed to take up just 1 pixel because I'm not adding any detail to it. So the main part of the glasses is green, but because there's no texture detail, I'm not going to be able to differentiate between this section here, which is going to be the little bandage color. I should do it a little bit offset though, shouldn't I? Should like have it off to the side. Alright, but what I need to do is separate out these specific bits, that way they can be their own little spot on the UV and I can give it a different color. I just decided then and there that I was actually going to give it its own section, and I can try and add like a little bit of textured detail to it as well. We'll see. Not a lot of space for the leaf, but this is where I put the hat for the last rat, and so there should be enough space in here to work with. To at least get a little bit of detail. Yeah. The glasses are still a little bit wonky, aren't they? Alright, that's a little bit better. Alright, and I'm going to select everything and merge it in with the base rat before I start texturing. The glasses are a dark green. Then like a little bandage color. A little too dark, that bit. Too light. Just a tiny bit of detail, even though you're not even really gonna see it, but that's okay. I'm gonna grab the same green that I did for the glasses, just to keep it consistent. Okay, I changed it a bit for the base, but then I'm gonna grab the same color, and this is gonna be for the leaf details. And I'm going to select it all and shade smooth for the faces, that way we don't see those sharp edges quite so much. And that's about it for this little rat. He's just a little rat with a leaf on his head. Reminds me of a tomato, honestly. I don't know if that was the idea behind it, but what I need to do also, save the image and bring it back into Clip Studio Paint and make some changes just to make sure that this was for the glasses, remember, where it was like just 1 pixel. And yeah, just to make sure that it's only going to pick up what it should, we give it a little bit of leeway. It wouldn't let me go like all the way to the edge with this dark green, so I'm gonna try just do that now. See how that goes. Although, I kind of want like a little bit of more detail in here. I'm just gonna use like a really soft brush. There you go. That is enough for me. Save it as a JPEG. Then make sure this is actually using the JPEG. Oh yeah, the leaf looks just like, it's just a little bit of that extra touch. Save this one out. I kill a rat. The leaf, I don't know if you can tell, but the leaf is a bit weird. And I immediately know exactly what is wrong with it. So, if I turn on, you can't see what I'm doing. Now you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so in overlays here, there is a face orientation mode. And you see how the leaf is red? That means all the faces are inside out. So, just gotta flip those normals. And you can see the bottom of the glasses is red. Basically, all faces are one-sided. So I just need to duplicate that. So I've got 2 glasses that are like in the same spot pretty much. And do the same kind of thing where I flip the normal so you see this side of one glass mesh and then that side of the other glass mesh. So it's like it fills in the gaps. It's just a little bit of trickery kind of thing. I'll re-export that. And there we go, all of those issues are fixed. And so these are the 2 that I just did. I love when they fall down, like they go up so high and then a few seconds later they fall down. And I slowed them down too, so that way they kind of, they're in the air a bit longer and they can be appreciated. Oh, I love them so much. They're so cute. Okay. I might do Umaru. Umaru is such a cute little rat. Alright, again, I'm just going to screenshot just so that way I can color pick. Like a nice brown as a base. Oh, that's why the color was off, because I had a adjustment layer on it. Didn't mean to, but that was when I was messing with Midgard's base color. Alright, inside the ears are very, very pink. I will make them a bit lighter though. Maybe not quite that light. They look a bit bloodshot kind of red color. Alright, but that's probably all I will do as like the start. And then everything else I'll just do in Blender. Let's move this ratty over here. All the others. Alright, a good start. So I'm gonna make all the little accessories and stuff. And I just realized, because it adds new objects wherever your 3D cursor is, Shift S and then cursor to world art. Why is it so off? World origin, and that gets it back to the middle. That was a big effort, that was. Putting a headband on a rat seems like quite the difficult task. Unless I make it go under the ears. That'd be weird. Might be a bit hard to work with how low poly it is. That's okay, I will try and make it work. Maybe I just need to have the ears further apart for this rat. More like a little Dumbo rat. Don't worry, I'm going to be redoing the eyes anyway, so it does not matter that they're a little bit messed up now. Just make it fit around a little better. Alright, it's supposed to be a little headband, so I imagine that it's like hollow in the middle. I imagine. Also gonna add a little bow, which I normally just start from a cube. Gonna be like a really simple bow as well, so I will keep it very simple. I'll add a little loop here, not 3 of them, just 1 of them, which will give me a face that I can extrude out from here. And because I only did half, I could add a mirror modifier, but I'm going to be really lazy. I'm just going to select all of it, duplicate it, scale on the x-axis, -1, without proportional editing on. And yeah, that just gives me it scaled in reverse. If you do that though, you have to flip the normals because just like earlier, it'll be back to front, like because it's inside out essentially. So just flip the normals and then we are all good. And then I'll just merge back these ones at the middle. It's a very simple low poly bow. What are we gonna do for... Okay. I'm gonna make it a little bit flatter though, this bow. Because then it will probably sit a bit better as well. And not like cut into the middle of this little ratty's face. And this is why I wanted it really low poly, because there's going to be a small bow too. Though what I didn't anticipate is this face is pretty like vertical. This one is not. I should be able to get away with it. Just bring these out here. It's very difficult because the proportions are very different to the drawing. It's okay. They can just have their eye covered, right? Oh, I was gonna redraw the eyes anyway, so that's okay. I'm going to Okay, it looks like they've got a cape on, so I'm just going to make it a cape. I'm going to duplicate out the faces that I'm going to build the cape off of. And then make it more of the shape that I want to. I'm just tapping G twice. It's not picking up that I'm tapping G twice down here. But G is like free move, right? Like you can move it wherever. If I double tap G, you see that yellow line that comes up and it follows along the edge that's already there. Is very helpful. Okay, and just scale it up a bit so we don't have it clipping through the neck, or maybe, yeah, fatten is a better option than scale, because scale goes up by like the middle of the mass, but the shrink fatten tool will like scale it up or down relative to like each of the faces. So most of the time it's just a better option in my opinion. And I've left myself a ring of faces, although accidentally I can see there's like a dot there saying that there's a face like right in the middle of these faces here that I accidentally extruded out. I'll just do that again. I'm just scaling in a little bit to leave me a ring of faces here, and then merging them all to the center to create like a little cap. But these faces around here, I'm going to extrude the cape out from. I wonder if the shrink and fatten doesn't work very well here. Yeah. Sometimes I don't know what the calculation is for it, but it does get confused sometimes. I'm gonna manually scale all this out. Maybe because of the clipping in the arm here, I'll add in like a little bit more detail. I'll add like a loop in and then use that loop. Yeah, I just scaled it up a tiny bit. That's going to give it a little bit of a curve there. It's like move it out a little, just fudging it a bit. Oh, why didn't it select that bottom face there? That's a bit rude. I have to do that again. But most of that is fine. I'm just going to scale out the bottom bit. I think I want it to fit like all the way over those back legs there, so I'm gonna have to scale it up quite a bit to accommodate for that. Yeah. And then I'll start like rounding off the base of the cape too. Like that. Cool, and now how am I going to fit all of the detail into this cape is the question. It's going to have to cover up some of the texture from like the actual body because I don't have enough space on this UV to account for a cape. So the faces that you aren't going to see anyway, it's going to select them out because you're only going to see them on very obscure angles, and if so, you're only going to see a tiny sliver of it. If that, and you're not going to be able to tell a difference. Okay, that's about all I could probably get away with though. So that means I can put the texture of the cape in this space as well. Which gives me at least a little bit of room. I'm gonna separate out this collar part. Yeah. With the cape as well. I'll cut along the bottom edge and basically I'm just going to have the top part take the same texture space as the bottom part. I'm going to split it into the top and the bottom halves, which are these sections. Turn off proportional editing. And so we want this square here to line up with that square there. So I'll scale it, you can see it move, like this is the last face that I had selected. Scale X -1, we'll flip it to the other side. So now this face will line up with this face with this face, etc. And then it's just a game of matching it up. I'll do process of elimination, I guess. So I'm gonna we'll select one whole piece that I want to move. That wasn't the piece that I wanted to move actually. I'm gonna hide this edge. Will I? No, I can just turn off. This button here is like, if I select this on the UV, it's also gonna select it over here. But if you turn it off, then selecting things here isn't going to affect the selection over here, kind of thing. I'm just going to deselect whichever one I have lined up and just go through and line them all up like this. Almost done. To keep both sides even, by the way, I'm just moving it on the y-axis and then scaling on the x, because then it's going to scale them in together, so that way they're moving like the same rate from like the center line. So just G on the y, scale on the x. Alright, that is lined up enough for my liking. I'm also thinking what I should have done was just keep it mirrored as well. I'm going to scale X -1 and then just move it over to here. So right now it's pretty much just folded over on itself. Figure out which way it's going to fit best. Probably like that. Sorry, I sneezed. Alright, but that's the main part of the cape. And then we got the rest of it to do. Which probably doesn't need a lot of texture space. But I'll fit it where I can. probably just going to be this space here. I'm going to merge these two objects together so they are now one, and then merge it in with the base rat. I haven't even unwrapped it yet, have I? Again, I'm going to be really lazy. I'm going to line it up best that I can so that way it's front on to the camera. And then project from view, so that way I just get the bow as is. This one's going to be a little bit more difficult. Gonna do it as a straight line like this, although I do need space for it, don't I, because there's going to be some dots painted onto it. It can actually go into this space here. Pretty good spot for it. And the bow I could probably fit up the top here. I don't need a lot of detail into the bow, so I'm not too worried about it. But that's all the extra accessories done. Gotta make sure they're on shade smooth. Merge them down together, do a quick save before I lose anything. Then I'm just going to select out stuff to start painting. Alright, headband has some gold spots on it. Let's turn mirror off, and I can do the little, I think it's supposed to be like a little clip thing, perhaps, that's holding the cape together. But it's just on one side. And then if I turn mirror back on, I will do the, no, select just the cape. I'm going to turn stabilize stroke on, so that way I can paint these stripes that go across very smoothly. There's a tiny bit of clipping through there that I'll have to fix up. Grab a darker green color so that way I can separate out like just where the collar is. Okay. And then let's do, Oh, I haven't even redone the face yet, have I? And the nose is also brown. And we got some blushies. And it didn't color the bow very well, so there we go. And that's right, I was gonna do a heart on the bottom. Probably going to be the best spot to put it because again the anatomy is like very different. But it works. It's just like a little hidden surprise, just like a little heart. Alright, let's save this and then we'll make some more changes. I don't think that gold is supposed to be there, so I'll just get rid of it just in case. Just do a little bit just to the heart here. And that should be pretty good. Save this as the JPEG. Ah, yeah, that gold was not supposed to be there. It's just like showing through a little bit on the bottom there. But if I open it up to be the JPEG version, got all that fixed up. He's such a cute little ratty. He's so cute. Okay. And then we can export this one out. Cool. Yeah, oh, I don't know if you saw, but the heart, when it like spins around, oh, that's such a cute little thing. Please, can I? Yeah. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. I keep saying it, but I'm in love with this. But that's pretty much, that's actually all that I'm probably gonna do for today. Get the good side of this rat. That's all the little ratties we've got so far. Rearrange them a little bit better. I'm in love with them and I can't wait to do more, but that's all I'm gonna do today because I gotta go out and do some stuff before it gets too late. And I'm probably not going to do a raid unless someone that I know is streaming right now. Sorry! But thank you for joining me, I really appreciate it. And I'll either be working on these next or I'll decide that I want a bit of a break and I'll work on something a bit more maybe interesting depending on how I feel. But yeah, thanks for joining me. Have a good rest of your day. I really appreciate you hanging out. And I'll see you next time. Bye!